Odell Beckham Jr. got introduced to the Baltimore media. Of course, the big question we all want to know in regards to the Baltimore Ravens is, did Lamar Jackson tell you he's coming back? Did the Ravens promise you that Lamar Jackson was going to be your quarterback? When he references the other situation, he's talking about the New York Jets, that he was potentially going to be a New York Jet, but their quarterback situation is unsettled because Aaron Rodgers is not yet a Jet. So basically the two teams that he was kind of playing off one another, neither one of them are rock solid yet in who their quarterback is, right?
Right, yeah.
That's what he's getting at there.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Then the whole thing about uncertainty. Let me give you that in Craig talk.
Okay.
Oh they guaranteed me $15 million. I took it.
Yeah.
That's all that is,
exactly
right?
What it was.
And I think we all believe now that Lamar Jackson, one way or another, is going to be the Ravens quarterback and he's going to play. I didn't think that a month ago, but here's the sad reality if you're Lamar Jackson. Nobody else wants you. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is making that $200 million guaranteed contract offer and 2 first-round draft picks being sent to Baltimore. So you've got a choice. You know, you're 26 years old. You're really entering your athletic prime as an NFL quarterback. You've got great success behind you. Are you going to sit out and not play? And here's why you don't do that. You never get that $32 million back. That's why he's playing.
Yeah, I believe he'll play. I just want to touch on this. Odell said a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, he tried to say the right things, but he said other situations I walked into was uncertainty.
That's the Jets he's talking about.
Yeah, but he got drafted to the Giants. They had Eli Manning.
That's correct. Yep.
He got traded to Cleveland. They had runner-up for Rookie of the Year, Baker Mayfield.
That's correct. That's right.
Then he went to the Rams, who had guaranteed quarterback at Stanford.
Yes, that's right.
And you want us to believe that it was the money.
Yeah,
it's
the money, but he's referencing the Jets. I don't think he's referencing those other guys.
And he said he was an underdog.
Odell Beckham was an underdog his entire life. He was a 4-star recruit.
Yes.
He went to the same private high school as Eli and Peyton Manning. All right. He was drafted. Well, he went to LSU on a full ride.
Never heard of that place.
Full scholarship. He was then the 12th pick in the NFL draft by the New York Giants. And, oh, by the way, his second contract in the NFL was for $90 million. Who's counting you out?
Wait.
Yeah.
He didn't have it easy.
That's right.
Mom, D1 athlete.
Yes.
Dad, D1 athlete.
Correct.
You said he went to private
high school with the Manning
where
brothers.
Where the Manning family went. Oh, and by the way, his godfather is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, it's a tough life. That is tough. We're talking about the mean streets.
I don't know. My definition of had it hard is a little different than that.
Mine too.
Yeah. You're telling me things weren't easy in Oklahoma for Gerald McCoy growing up?
Come on, man. Listen. But on this Lamar Jackson thing, he has to play. I mean, we seen this last year. I understand it was different circumstances with Deshaun Watson. You know, he tried to sit out. Then when he finally came back, I know he had the situation with the suspension, but when he came back, a big part of what's happening with Lamar Jackson is Deshaun Watson. When he came back, he wasn't the same player.
He has not played well yet.
He did not look good in preseason. He hasn't played well in the regular season. So teams are looking at that and saying, we guaranteed his full contract, and that's what we got from it.
Well, and not just that. Russell Wilson's got a guaranteed contract. He played like crap. Kyler Murray got a guaranteed contract. He played like crap. There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of it. And then not only that, if you look in the history of the NFL, and this is what I'm saying that the owners and GMs are looking at, in the history of the NFL, players that play like Lamar Jackson, they have a peak at about 7 or 8 years of this style of like high level play. So they're thinking like, okay, guarantee you a 5-year deal. And it's not happening. He's going to have to take this money.
It's all about the guaranteed money and the longevity of a guy who the last 2 years now has not finished an NFL season. They've never wavered in what they feel about Lamar Jackson. They showed a different side of that over the last couple of weeks of last year when they let him hang out there like a big meatball while everyone was attacking him for, being healthy enough to play and not playing. And Lamar didn't say boo back then. And Coach Harbaugh and DeCosta, the GM, both kept mum on it. And while people were throwing dude under the bus about he's quitting on the team, he's not playing, he's healthy enough to be in the playoff game when he wasn't, right? And his knee blew up every time he got on a plane. They let that sit out there and marinate. And that's the distrust. Part of it's the money and the fact that they're not willing to come up to, forget about Deshaun, the Kyler Murray contract, the Russell Wilson contract, but a lot of it is also the fact that this dude got raked through the mud and the Ravens didn't do anything to protect him. And as a human being who's also the face of your franchise, that would bother me more than anything. Where were you guys when everyone was accusing me of being healthy enough to play? Come on.
And you can't be you can't question his apprehension of being in a rush to go back, because that's why he started speaking up, because he seen this narrative was being painted about him that wasn't true. And let's be honest, a lot of people across the league, different reporters, different fans, a lot of people said, I think he's healthy, he's just sitting out.
People just made it up.
He's just sitting out because he wants to get paid. No, he wasn't healthy, and they didn't say anything.
Correct. That would bother me too.
I would not want to go back to a franchise one. I won the MVP. I've outplayed pretty much everybody in my class. And I haven't received proper compensation, and you're not protecting me in the media? Nah, I'm good.
It's like a reverse Zion situation where they had the exact thing flip-flopped with each other. On top of that, last week he talked about he wouldn't even talk about the entire...
The cost.
The entire situation.
All of a sudden now, you ain't trading him, no one's making you an offer. You get Odell Beckham there, and part of that deal, we all know, is the fact that Lamar Jackson's coming back. So now you got to sweet-talk your way back into his good graces because you want him to start coming to all these mini camps that are going to be starting. So you want him and Odell not just to party at Live nightclub down in Florida. Not that that's a problem. I wish I had been invited to that gig.
Yes, you
but
did.
you also want those guys hanging out. You want them on the field. You want them running some routes, walking routes. You want them talking football. You want those guys to be the best of friends so when the season starts after Labor Day, they are ready to rock. Because if Odell Beckham is healthy and Lamar Jackson is fully in, the Cincinnati Bengals are screwed. And that's your reality about those guys getting together. Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.